Hello, Drew here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com. This lesson is all about tension. Interesting subject, not really something that guitar teachers would sit down and talk to you about straight away on your first lesson. It would be more, you know, here's a chord, here's a riff. But we're going to be talking about tension and what it can do to your guitar playing if you basically don't realise it. Okay, so you may have noticed I don't have a script here. So let's talk about tension, and I'm going to tell you about the 5 areas that I see the most tension in my students, okay, and sort of steps that I told them to address that. Now, first of all, you don't want tension in your playing, because what it's going to do is it's going to transfer through your instrument. It's going to make things seem harder than what they actually are if you're getting sort of worked up and tense over it. Basically, playing guitar is using your body to make the instrument make sounds. Now, if your body has tension and if your body sounds stressed, then it means that when it comes to pushing yourself with the instrument, maybe challenging yourself, doing something you've never done before, you're going to be hindering your chances. So just trust me when I tell you, tension is not what you want when you're playing guitar, any part of guitar playing, okay? Cool. Let's get started with the first one. So I'm going to kind of do like a top 5, all right? The first one, feet. So some students would, when they're playing, they will, and this is just actually to make them comfortable, they'll raise their right leg, or left leg if they're on the left leg, to get the guitar closer to them, okay? Now the reason why they're doing that is because it's more comfortable to have the guitar raised. Now what I suggest you do, so you don't have to do that, is you put your foot on some books, something to raise your right leg so the guitar is more comfortable. So through the feet, students may sort of lift their right, you can lift your right leg up, tense the tops of your toes, okay? Make sure your feet just lay flat on the floor, you're not raising your right leg in any way, so there is just no tension in your legs. To distract you from doing that, so if you do find yourself doing that and your feet raising, then just tap your foot along to the beat, because that will give you something for your feet to do. Okay, so that's one area where we can carry tension in the feet. The next, raised shoulders. Okay, so sometimes if you're sort of making a chord and you're finding it very difficult, you're going to want to do this. Okay, so basically you've got no neck anymore. You're looking like Herman Munster. All right, so make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. Your back is as straight as possible. It's not the end of the world if you're a little bit arched, but you should try to keep your back nice and straight. And obviously carrying tension in the shoulders means that you're going to restrict the amount of movement you can do with either hand. Okay, so just take that tension away from your shoulders. All right, just don't hold anything here. Great. Next, clenched fingers to make fists on the strumming hand. Now I actually did a separate video about this with 5 common bad habits, but this is still one that crops up time and time again. So when you're strumming, your fingers should not be tight like this. You shouldn't be making a knuckle when you're strumming. You should be letting these fingers chill out, chill out. Essentially, guys, you need to be the Zen master in this. You need to be totally chilled. This hand should just be flopping, pivoting from the wrist, making semicircles as we strum. Okay, if you're doing this, there's tension again. It's back in the hand. It's going to make your guitar playing sound harsh, and it's going to make it sound uneven when you're strumming. Okay, so relax these fingers. Okay, next, your wrist. Okay, so the way that you hold your wrist when you're making chords, and also it's to do with your elbows. So sometimes I'll see students and they're making their new chord and they'll be doing this. So their elbow, it's probably best if I show you this way. So their elbow will be jutting out like that, okay? Just try to keep your wrist so that it's hanging straight here, okay? You can keep the elbow just slightly into the body, not sticking out, not funky chicken, okay? Keeping the elbow into the body, not pushed in, because once again, that's tension. Okay, just let it hang, all right? And make sure that your wrist isn't turning and gripping the guitar like this, okay? Make sure that you're pivoting from your thumb. If I was making a C chord, say, I wouldn't be doing it like that, gripping. Let go. Once again, that's too much tension. So elbow into the body, eliminate tension from the left hand. And finally, here we are at number 1. It has kind of been a most popular ones that I've seen. So number 1. Now this is the one that really I've only really discovered and started making the most of this year, actually. So I've been working on it a lot and also working on it with my students. But you know, we're always learning, even us teachers, we're still learning. And any teacher who says they're not, well, really, they're not musicians in my eyes. Okay, so the jaw. Okay, so this is actually really, really important. Where, if you've got everything else sorted, you know, every other tension, you've got your, you know, your feet are nice and comfortable, your shoulders are down, you're keeping this hand chilled out, you're not cocking your wrist, keeping your elbow into your body. The jaw would probably be the last one. When things get tricky and they get complicated, you have this tendency just to clench. I know that I used to, you know, kind of like this. It wasn't like really hard, but I was keeping my jaw, my mouth closed, basically, when I was playing. Once again, even closing your mouth while you're playing, you're having to actually put effort in to do that, you know. Naturally, if we were if we're sort of lying on our back or we're sleeping, then obviously your mouth is slightly open. It may not be the most attractive thing to have, but basically don't transfer tension into your jaw while you're playing, because once again, there's more tension in your body. Eliminate all tension, okay, as much as possible. Keep going back to it, checking to see if anything's tensing in your body. They're just the most 5 common ones, okay? And clenching the jaw is definitely the most prevalent that I've seen. So just keep your jaw relaxed when you're playing, if needs be. Okay? So I know that sounds so silly, but keep your jaw chilled out. Don't clench, okay? Don't transfer tension there. If you get rid of all tension when you're playing and learning guitar, especially if you're learning, if you can learn to do it in your first year, then boy oh boy, you'll be an awesome guitarist from then onwards, okay? It's just as long as you're keeping to all the other disciplines of practice and pushing yourself and learning from the right teacher. Okay, if you find yourself suffering from any of these tension, basically a good guitar teacher will be able to sense this in you and they'll be able to get you to work on it. Okay, it's going to take regular practice of working on it while you're playing, okay, and just regular reminders. If you find yourself doing any of those, then you can maybe set a reminder on your phone to go off daily to say, you know, don't clench your jaw or watch my jaw when you're practicing. That's one thing you could do. You could write it in very big letters in your practice space and just have a look at it. So basically today's lesson is get rid of tension, become a brilliant guitarist. Okay, take care, thank you so much for watching. If you have liked this, then go to my website. There's loads of other techniques and sort of video beginner lessons, basically tons of free lessons. Okay, so if you're looking to learn by yourself and you're looking for some expert advice and help, go to my website, learnguitarinlondon.com. Cheers, bye.